Listen, I know. There's literally 3 more tracks. I had to get my shit off of this one. Indulge me for a little bit. Indulge me. What's up? What's happening? This K. We back in this thing. K. So good he sleep with coulda. I ain't gonna waste too much of your time. See, this is the thing. Yes, I know we got 616, I believe, in LA. We got Family Matters. There's a part 2, I believe. Because Drake previewed it on IG. Whenever the fuck we get there, we gonna get there. And of course, we got the Meet the Grams. First of all, the fact that Kendrick, I don't know if this nigga took a sabbatical, he stopped being a Tibetan monk. Baby King finally played him the 2 diss tracks, and this nigga was inspired to the point that he took that little 17 days, you know what I'm saying, and just loaded up the clip to have all these diss tracks, and he just like, boop, 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 nigga dropping in like what? 3 days. I forgot what's that shit? Before you drop what, Tuesday? Then we got on Friday, the 616, right? I believe it was 616. What was it fucking called? 616 LA. If I fuck it up, I fuck it up. Whatever the right name is, I ain't got time. I'm just here to get my shit off. And then we got Meet the Grams after Drake dropped like Family Matters like what, 45 minutes to an hour later. Even less probably. Dog, this nigga, cuz I ain't gonna lie, bro. They said they was getting, well, not they said, they was finally going at each other. I thought it was gonna be one track. I'm gonna wait a little bit, the other track come, then we're gonna wait a little bit, and yada yada yada. These niggas, hey, I ain't gonna lie. I got some other videos in the talk. I still have the Beyonce and Tyler review that still gotta come out. Listen, it's Drake and Kendrick week. I'm just gonna slew out a lot of videos. It might go for 2 weeks. I'm just talking about them niggas. Not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie. It's gonna be boop, 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 boop. I'm gonna try to sneak through that Beyonce and Tyler review, even though it's like a month or 2 old at this point. Fuck it. We just throwing that bitch out. Why not? With that being said, we gotta really talk about this. So, my thoughts on Euphoria, because it was a lot. And the fact that allegedly there is a rumor that technically this was longer. Even the like that verse was technically longer, but they took some shit out. Allegedly Drake sent a cease and desist. For what reason, right? If I'm Drake, I would send a cease and desist to the Like That record. You know what I'm saying? Especially that sent a cease and desist to the Like That record. What, you didn't like that record? Back to back. I like that record. I'm gonna get back to that for the record. What happened in back to back? Like, I don't know if he's alluding that somebody wrote back to back, i.e. Quentin Miller or whatever have you. But like, what's going on? I'm not gonna lie. If somebody wrote a diss record, because at this point I feel like we don't care. Like, even with the Jumbotron popping shit and like we heard the Yachty reference track, it got leaked. I don't feel like we care as much. If it was one of the timestamp tracks or the very lyrical tracks that Drake does, would probably be upset. But if one of those hasn't come out, so we don't really give a fuck at the moment. But besides that, all I really gotta say is, bro, if it came out that somebody wrote that back-to-back record, bruh, like, it wouldn't take off the sting. Like, he still like won the beef against Meek. Definitely asterisks. And niggas would have to look at that away. It's just crazy. Like, and don't get me wrong, it still doesn't really sting if you drop a reference track at this point with Drake. It's like, it is what it is at this point. The initial shock value is gone. And it's so funny that this is coming up, especially with Kendrick mentioning you don't feel black enough, you doing all this shit, you know, you ain't part of the culture, I'm what the culture feels, and saying all this shit. Like, this nigga's like an activist, basically to pimp a butterfly. And like, the narrative, like Rick Ross was hinting at, he just did it a better way and like spoke more, I guess, profound or eloquently, or made it make more sense, or more soliloquies and everything. It's just crazy that he took that approach as well. Just having that approach, like, I'm still sitting there, like, back to back. Like, I have listened to this shit. The Crody shit was funny. I'm not gonna lie. Using the Toronto slang, like, that shit was funny as hell. It was funny. I got a kick out of it. I was laughing as hell. New Ho King, they're getting a lot of business now because of the Kendrick shout out. It is crazy. If you don't see in the Matters, I was gonna say Family Matters video that Drake dropped, he went to the restaurant as well. So hey, more publicity there. Hey, more people will go over there and probably buy some more food. So hey, I'm happy they really teed up now to getting their food shit. But with that being said, like, it's just crazy at this point. Nobody really expected this. This is what my man's was doing all that time. But like, it's like, where do we go from here? Basically insinuating Drake was lying about him having like family issues with his wife or whatever have you. Going after Adonis, which I didn't even think Kendrick would start that shit yet, because Drake didn't even mention kids at that point. I know with these new diss tracks, we're gonna have a conversation, but yeah, he didn't really go after kids at that point. So I was surprised when Kendrick brought that up. You know nothing about that. Teaching your son to pray, know nothing about that. Like he was just going crazy. I like, whoa, hold on. Like I did not expect that. Just calling it Euphoria and Drake being an executive producer on the Euphoria show with Zendaya and it's like teens like off some drugs, doing some dumb shit, some fucked up shit happening in high school. Drake going after or having ties to these not child actors, but some of these underage actors he was cool with and, you know, going dating young girls, even though he's 37, just that. And then saying, I make music that electrifies them. I did mention this in my other review when I talked about Euphoria. Go check that out. Didn't get that much views, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, make music that electrify them, you make music that pacifies them, saying like, yeah, my music like stands for something, there's a message in it. You just make music that put people to sleep or whatever, also put them to sleep. You know, when you have a little baby and you put a pacifier in their mouth, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying not off, you know, not enough. Basically on this nigga Predator, he going after the youngsters. Basically, that's what I ascertained from it. So it's just like I didn't expect this. I ain't gonna lie. Like, so how I'm looking at it so far is, see, are we including like that? Because now there are three tracks for three tracks at this point. Like that did make Drake jump out there, but even with that being said, are we still including like that? Because it is a big song. Don't get me wrong. Are we still including that? I think Drake has to just do a feature verse and go at Kendrick for us to compare. Because we'll just put like that as like the start of the beef. So it would just be their great song or whatever. So if we're looking, so he kind of responded, I guess, on push-ups a little bit to like that. Push-ups was cool. I do like Taylor Made. I know people was like, oh, the AI or whatever the hell. But if we're just talking about disrespect and what Tupac means to Kendrick and what Snoop means to Kendrick and the whole West Coast thing, I get that aspect. So cool. Also brought that up, like he would want to buy that Tupac ring, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't deserve that shit. Pac would roll in his grave, you know what I'm saying? Probably has ties with the family too. It's just so much shit just saying, yeah, he's not a good representation of the culture. Saying he thinks you a bad bitch, you know what I'm saying? That when he's with Sexy Red, he might go pop ass with her. Like, it's just crazy. But like I was saying, like push-ups and Taylor Made freestyle. Euphoria was a response to push-ups, and the 616 in LA was a response to Taylor Made. Both songs was cool. Yeah, they had their little shots here and there, but it wasn't like noteworthy. It was just cool little tracks, you know what I'm saying? I do like the beat. I prefer Taylor Made over the 616 in LA in my opinion. Honestly, if I was Kendrick with the shit he put out last, I would have made that the timestamp record. Like, he was just off some chill shit on the timestamp. He wasn't really doing his thing, but I digress. With that being said, and then the other two is too early right now. You could put them against each other, like the Family Matters and shit, but like I still gotta go listen to them joints. I ain't gonna lie. I still gotta go listen to them joints, you know what I'm saying? But like, very interesting. They say rap Civil War. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, this is gonna be a hot summer. It's gonna be a hot summer. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. It's gonna be a hot summer. We're gonna see what's happening. But yeah, what do y'all think about this? I just had to get some quick thoughts off. Like, I don't know where these niggas go from here. And see, this Future and Metro show, you gotta bring out Kendrick in Toronto. At this fucking point, he shouted out the fucking rest. You gotta bring out Kendrick in Toronto. You gotta bring out Weeknd in Toronto. Like, at this, I'm gonna have to go. I might go to the show. I'm probably going to the show. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna go to the Future shit and OVO Fest. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just need to see what happens now. I just need to know. You know what I'm saying? Man, drop in the comments, man. I don't really know what to say. What do you think, Winnie? Y'all heard all the tracks. What do y'all think? Hey, I just get this shit off. I'm gonna break down the other three. It's gonna be shorter. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't got time to do 3 videos when I got the lyrics up and talking about it. I ain't got time. I'm sorry. So I'm just gonna say what happened, okay? Especially 616 in LA. That was cool. The other two, maybe I might put lyrics in there. But other than that, bro, I'm good. Besides all that, man, hey, help your boy out, help your boy grow. It's your friendly neighborhood K.A. signing off for today. The Black TJ that while I'm doing this time. My name ring bells like Quasimodo. Hit like, subscribe, try to hit a little bit more here, man. I'm gone. Slime some peace shots, guy. Alright.